Hey everybody, this is Troy from Michigan Prospectors. Right now we are at the Antique Verde mines. This is a special and unique type of marble. Trying to find a good example. There's a lot of varied colors. There's some oranges in here, but this gives you an idea. If I find some good specimens, I'll show you. But it is very famous for building materials, and this has been closed for quite a while, and it's been aged black. But when it's broken open, it's got this beautiful green and almost greasy feel. There's a nice color right there. It's got almost a greasy feel to it, and almost a green to its texture. You can see it all runs in a line here. Hope that shows up. But we're gonna check it out. It spans from here all the way over and goes in pretty deep up here and over to there. Pretty much it ends over there. So we'll look for some specimens and see what we can find. This is one of the really unique places in Michigan, and a piece of our history. You can see a lot of people have been working it out in here. So this is an idea of what's up there. Once you see it's, I didn't have to pick up a hammer. This, mosquitoes. Look at that, the lines in it. And it's actually, it's a greasy feel, and it's almost like mica. It's actually quite fragile sometimes, very fragile. And here I got some more. The lines are running this way. Actually, there's a vein here and a vein here with some other rock in the middle. Here's a nice little piece. Very fragile though, but so pretty. And here I got some kind of crystals. I think that's quartz crystals on that rock. I'll clean them up. They should clean up nice. And here's another chunk, little vein of crystals on top of that. And here, just a tiny little bit in this rock. That was cute, I thought. And then here's some more. You can see the lines. It's dirty, but we'll see what it looks like when I clean it. And here's some, looks like quartz running through here, a little vein of it on this piece. Here you see the little lines this way. And here, this is just a beautiful green. And here's another chunk. And here, look at this. I picked it up. It's just a little edge. See the lines? And in here, there's a nice green one. Now this one here has a lot of color running through it, and I figure it's a big mix, and I think that might be pretty slabbed out, so I got that. What were you showing me? Oh, well, there's reds and almost, wow, that's an interesting pattern in that. It's hard to see because it's got pollen on it. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the colors in that thing. Interesting. Well, anyway, that's a sampling of what I'm finding here, guys. Well, this one here was another big chunk, just mottled with different colors and layers. Look at there's a vein through right here, and then there's something else. There's a little vein here. Different colors mottled through. I figure, cut that open and see what it looks like inside. Good morning, everybody. So here's an example, and I hope the colors show better in this light, but here's an example of the Verde Antique that we got yesterday. And there's a couple things I want to clarify. One, it's not true marble. It's called Serpentine, but everybody calls it marble. And another thing is, this contains asbestos. So the fibrous looking stuff actually is what is used to make asbestos with the lines in it. So just knowing that, if you do happen to have some of this, you just don't want to crumble it off and breathe it in. And probably wash your hands after you're done with it. But anyway, I have some, here's a beautiful green, and I hope that color shows. I cannot see my camera well, but there's just different veins. Here's some quartz in there. Beautiful white quartz. There's pale greens, dark greens. There's white lines through it. It's hard to get a good look at this, and I can't see if my camera's showing it well in this light. So But this is a good piece right here. A very beautiful specimen right here. And then I've got here with some reds. This has got the fibers running through it. There's just a little bit of a coating on here. And it's got reds and greens, which is just beautiful. And then there's more solid base rock with reds and greens throughout. There's another chunk of the fibers. But this one has a lot of the beautiful reds and greens mixed in. And that'll make some very, very good specimens. I can cut them, slab them, make jewelry. This one is just a really pretty piece. I really hope the color shows up because I just cannot see my camera. Why do they make a glossy display on these? I can see my face. But here there's some quartz in there, and you can see the different colors of green. This is a really good piece right here. This side is a little more dirty, but this is a very good example of the Verde Antique. And if I get a chance and if they allow us, we can go into the post office today and we can see the walls are made of this. Here was a really beautiful piece. But I do hope that shows. I just cannot tell what you can see. But there's a red stripe in there with green. It's just so pretty. The lighting out here on this trip is awkward for me to get. But that was really pretty. It seems like a hard enough rock that I might be able to make something with it. So there's just a good idea, an example of some of the types of rocks you can get there. There's a big one, really big one. So I hope to make jewelry and stuff and slabs and make things with them, except for the asbestos.